A new day, a new experiment, and here we have a kind of interesting situation here. You'll say that mining helium, it's not worth it anymore. Yes, I know, I agree with that. But as long as I have my machines, I have to keep them running. It's no use to sell them for nothing, almost for nothing nowadays. But you see, I found something interesting. Let's say I have 3 miners, Grape here, and I have Nice here. Okay, and we can see these guys are exactly the same machine, identical. It's Bobcat 300 without amplifiers, nothing at all, exactly from the factory standard, let's call it. Grape always had worse results than the other one, than Nice. Yesterday I reached with Nice 34 witnesses with 235 average beacons, and this guy, Grape, 208 and 25 witnesses. That was in 28th of March. I'll show a little bit later when we're going up in the attic. So yesterday I changed the antennas in between. So these 2 guys are on the same antenna because I want to experiment this, to see about signals and so on. So yesterday I switched the antennas. What I found today, that Nice went down to 228 average beacons and 31 witness, a little bit lower than 34 yesterday, but it's only 24 hours, so I can't say anything about. And Grape 192 with 24. In fact, it's the same proportion, so we have to wait more days. But let me show you something interesting. How comes same antenna, same signals, absolutely the same, one is better than another, and it's not a low difference, it's not a small difference. If we count let's say 25 divided by 34 times 100, well, it's like 27% more one of the machine by the other. Interesting, no? And the single difference here, what I could see, it's this. You see, Grape have a 19 degrees temperature, and that's the one covered with the top, it's pristine. The other one, Nice, with better results, it's only 16 degrees. Why? Because the top, it's out. It's in the open air. And I always observe this, even in the middle of the day, the temperature is lower on Nice than Grape. To be sure about this, I'm doing the next experiment, and I just opened my old Heltec, and now I have a 32 degrees inside the case with the top out, let's call it, and I just write it down. This guy, passive, usually, today, before opening the top, it have 110 average beacons with 21 witnesses, almost nothing. But I still have to wait a couple of days. Okay, let's go in the attic and see what's happening there. Let's go up in the attic. Lot of things up here. It's amazing how many things got, deposit day after day, year after year. It's funny. Okay, here we go. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This is Nice and this is Grape, okay? Nice have a better, like 20%, maybe more, witnesses report than Grape. The single difference here is Nice doesn't have the top. You can see that very clear. Doesn't have the plastic top on it. Okay, Grape, instead, it's standard, let's say. Okay, yesterday I changed the antennas in between to see if it's any problem with the splitter, You see, this is just an experimental stuff. I put both of them on the same antenna through a very cheap splitter. The connections are soldered directly to the output, so I got no other connection, and I have to wait a couple of days or even more, you know, to see if the antenna matters or the splitter is the problem. But so far, after 24 hours, nothing changed. The single difference between these two guys, nice have a lower temperature than grape. How comes? Of course, because the top is not there, so I think that should make a difference. I'm not sure. Let's wait for. But in the meantime, as you can see here, I have my old Heltec. So I'm gonna try an experiment today. So Heltec is going to another antenna, and it's not related to the other two guys. But usually Heltec it's running with a much higher temperature than these guys. Well, I'm gonna let this guy just like that, you know, with the top open. Let's see if it's any difference. So today it's 29th of March. We'll have the numbers on the screen, and let me see if the temperature makes any difference, you know, because in this case with Bokeh 300 it's a difference, like 10-20%, and that matters. Okay, let's see the numbers. Back in the office, I'm not sure if the temperature it's related or have any impact, you know, to sensibility, you know, RE signal, at least RX, you know, reception signals. But it's looking like all we have to do now is to wait for a week or maybe 10 days or something, and to see if there is any relation between these factors, you know. In the meantime, these two guys, grape and nice, it will be exactly in the same position, exactly with the same antenna connections, and I will change nothing for the next week at least. And let's see if really matters the temperature, if we take in count, you know, the better results on one by the another. So it's like 20, like I said, it's 27% better. That's a huge improvement. No amplifiers, nothing. Just the top of the minor open, you know, just open air. Okay? See you soon with the new results. In the meantime, don't forget, subscribe and like. And of course, be creative and have fun. Bye-bye.